What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with the weekly reset for Destiny 2, and of course it's the 12th of February, so this week we have the return of Crimson Days for 2019. So first up we'll talk about that event, new rewards, how you obtain them, pretty much everything you'll need to know about Crimson Days. But as always in the weekly reset, we'll talk about new rewards to obtain, content for the week, vendors, weapon frames, the Ascendant challenge, activities, and all that good stuff in this video. Before we get into it though, check out my friends over at Gamerlink if you're looking for other gamers to play with. Gamerlink is a really cool LFG and clan app for Android and iOS, and you can use it to find players for activities in Destiny 2, but you can set up clans to build persistent teams and keep in touch via the app, so if that sounds good to you, check out Gamerlink app linked below. So first up, let's talk about the Crimson Days event for this week, and I will leave a timestamp below for the rest of the weekly reset stuff if you want to skip this. But of course, Crimson Days is now active up until next week's reset, and that means we've got the Crimson Doubles playlist inside of PvP, and a bunch of new rewards in the game. So the rewards themselves are broken down into two different sets. We've got those that you can get from Lord Shaxx in the tower, and then those that come from Eververse engrams. So when you go to the tower, of course, Shaxx has this new inventory right here. The items that he has can be purchased for confectionery hearts, and we can see that you actually get these from bounties right here. So you have 4 different daily bounties. Each of these will give 15 hearts, and the other weekly bounty will give 75 hearts. And of course, the bounty for the week right here requires you to do a Nightfall with just one other person, but it will reward 75 hearts. So absolutely, it's worth getting done if you're wanting to pick anything up. And the bounties will be a mix of PvP and PvE stuff, but on top of this, in the Crimson Doubles playlist itself, you will earn 7 hearts when you win a match and 5 hearts if you lose a match. So that's how you get the currency, but once you have the confectionery hearts, you can purchase items from Lord Shaxx. So of course, if you're after the Vow Bow, which is one of the new items, it'll cost 100 hearts. So you could do the weekly bounty in the Nightfall, and then play just a couple of matches with the daily Crimson bounties, and you'll have enough to grab this thing. Also remember that the first 4 bounties that Shaxx has will come up every day, so you can get 60 hearts a day just from doing the bounties alone. So definitely enough to purchase everything here if that's what you want to do, but otherwise the rest of the rewards can be found at Eververse, which we will cover at the end of the video in a moment. But that's all of Shaxx's stuff, fairly easy to obtain most of it really. On top of this though, we do have the Crimson Days Triumphs, which are required to pick up the exotic Sugary Go Shell. So to pick this thing up, you'll need to complete the Labour of Love Triumph, which is to complete 9 Crimson Days Triumphs. There is a triumph also to collect all of the rewards offered by Shaxx in 2019, to complete a bunch of Crimson Days matches, win a bunch of Crimson Days matches, defeat Guardians while they're affected by the Reunited buff, and to defeat Guardians both while they're separated from their partner and while they seek vengeance for their fallen ally. So plenty of kills to go out and get in that doubles playlist, but there's also a triumph to complete Crimson Days bounties and to complete the Nightfall in a fire team of 2. If you can clear all those triumphs out in the next week, you'll be able to pick up that Sugary Go Shell. And for Crimson Days, that's pretty much everything you're going to need to know, guys. Also bear in mind, if you have any leftover confectionery hearts, you can turn those in for a warm-hearted gift. So Lord Shaxx will give you these, and when you turn them in, you get a chance to get enhancement cores, legendaries, mods, and all that kind of stuff. And there we go, guys. That's why I didn't really want to make a separate video, because that pretty much sums up everything you need to know about Crimson Days for this year, so let us know if you'll be jumping in. But now let's cover the other content and rewards for the week. So when it comes to all of our challenges and opportunities for powerful gear and potentially exotics this week, of course you can see all of the challenges on the director, but for the Flashpoint specifically, it will be in the Tangled Shore, so of course more powerful gear right here, and extra opportunities to complete heroic adventures. But then over in the tower for Black Armory, Ada has reset her inventory for the week, so she has got some new weapon frames. We've got the powerful pulse rifle frame, of course, for the blast furnace, the powerful sword frame, and that is for the striker's sure hand, and then the powerful auto rifle frame. I had to think for a second, but that one is the ringing nail, and of course all of the bounties and that good stuff have reset as well. Let's not forget that Hawthorne has her clan bounties for the week, so of course all the daily stuff, but then we've got the weekly bounties for the raid, so we've got the Forever Fight Challenge for the Last Wish, and the To Each Their Own, and this is for the Scourge of the Past, and you can also pick up all of the powerful drops, or bounties, sorry, from folks like the Drifter, the Spider, and Petra in the Dreaming City, which we'll cover in just a moment. Next, let's break down the Eververse inventory for this week, so of course plenty of different stuff. I can actually see that the Last Word ornament is now available for purchase with Bright Dust right there. Pretty expensive stuff, but you can pick it up this week if you want to. In terms of other stuff, we've got the Jewel emote, the Zeus-like Physique emote, Where I Belong, Thermal Runaway, or Runway, Unsecured Outcry, we've got the Astera Blade, the Rustpunk Shell, the Wise Owl Projection, and we've got the Starcross Mark, but I believe these items can be different on different classes. Also got an ornament for the Trust Hand Cannon, and a bunch of Transmat effects, shaders, and all of that good stuff. Before we look at the Crimson Day stuff, we'll check out the Prismatic Matrix for the week. So I'm sure if you want any of these items, you'll probably spot them, and you can complete the bounty to get the facet to turn into the Matrix for a chance to pick any of these items up. And of course that bounty is visible all the way over here. But then of course we've got the Crimson Engram. So just a quick preview. We won't look at absolutely everything. Some of you guys, of course, will have seen this stuff before. A lot of this stuff was available last year, but if you didn't have the opportunity to pick any of it up, then you can jump in and potentially grab them from the engram this year. That is not a super exciting ornament whatsoever, is it? But we've also got some bundles. So the Love Struck bundle, and this actually comes with a new ornament right here. So we've got the tiny emote, the tiny bow emote, and this is only available for purchase via this bundle. So if you do want that, then you'll have to pick it up. We've got another bundle as well. I think this just comes with the ornament shot through the heart, of course, for the Vow bow. But otherwise, everything else for Eververse this week is pretty much the same. Actually, I'm going to grab this thing right here before I forget. When it comes to the Nightfalls available this week, guys, it looks like I'll have to pin a comment down below with the actual Nightfalls when they update, because it is still showing last week's Nightfalls. It's looking like Bungie are actually updating these manually after the reset, so we'll keep you posted on that stuff. But we do have the heroic strikes right here. In terms of modifiers, we've got Solar Singe this week. We do have Glass as well as Brawler for today, but of course these two will roll out each day. If you are jumping into the escalation protocol this week, the available weapon will be the Ikelos shotgun, so if you haven't picked that one up, definitely try and get some clears in. Really awesome weapon. But then over in the Dreaming City, of course, we're on a mid-curse week, so it's week 2, and the Ascendant challenge this week is accessed via the Chamber of Starlight, but we'll also have access to the Oracle Engine mission. I do have some gameplay right here of the Ascendant challenge this week, the location, so I'll run that out right now at the end of the video if you want to check it out. But guys, for now, thanks a lot for tuning into this video. Be sure to let me know down below if you're jumping into Destiny 2 this week. I'll be sure to keep you posted on any news we get. I would anticipate some Joker's Wild news very soon, if not later this week, probably next week. So the flow of content should pick up a little bit over the coming weeks. But guys, if you've enjoyed the video, a rating below really helps me out. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see everything related to Destiny 2. But for now, as always, I hope you guys have an awesome week.